Hello friends, welcome to KT Research Guidance Bureau. Myself, Dr. Kumudini R. Thakur, would like to give you brief idea about this bureau. This bureau provides educational guidance those who are interested to learn so many things. Among them, undergraduate, postgraduate students, and those who are interested to do their research work. Not only this, but those who are interested to clear NET, SLAT, or any other competitive exams. So my humble request to you that please subscribe the channel, give your comments and favor for the bureau. Today's session is in the continuation of previous session funds flow statement. In previous session, I gave you the basic idea about fund flow statement. This session will give you more idea about fund flow statement with the help of multiple choice questions. I hope you will understand and you will use this fund flow statement for your research work also. So let's begin with the first question. What is the question? Provision of taxation is treated as A is as a current liability, B as a permanent liability, C both A and B, and D none of the above. You know that if the unit generates the profit, then they have to pay tax. So obviously they have to make necessary provision for that. If your profit is more, your tax liability is also more, and vice versa. And every year unit has to pay tax liability. So obviously your right answer is A as a current liability. Next question is, which of the following statement is true? Four things are given. Among them, A, if the amount of patent increases during current year, the difference is treated as purchase of patent. First of all, try to understand the statement. Patent is your asset, and if the asset increases during the year, then obviously it is purchase. Let's try to understand with a simple example. Suppose last year the value of patent is 10 lakhs and this year it is 11 lakhs. So the difference is 1 lakh. So obviously you purchase the patent. B, the amount of patent decreases during current year. The difference is treated as return of patent. Obviously, patent is your intangible asset. So it is advisable for the unit to write off it. So if the amount is reduces means In last year, it was 10 lakhs. And this year, means the current year, it is only 2 lakhs. So difference is for 2 lakhs. It indicates that you write off this asset by 2 lakhs rupees. So obviously, A is also true, B is also true. So your answer is both A and B. So it is about purchase or write-off of the patent. So answer is C, both A and B. Let's try to understand with another example. If funds flow statements, funds from operations is treated as, means you prepared P&L account and now you are interested to prepare funds flow statement. That time you have to prepare revised profit and loss account, and that time you have to find out from funds from operations, means day-to-day activities. So if it is increasing, then four options are there. First is application of funds, second is sources of funds, C is application of cash, and D is sources of cash. In fund flow statement, we emphasize on funds, not only on cash. So obviously, if your funds from operations they are increasing, then it is sources of funds. Next one is in funds flow statement, increase in working capital is treated as you know. If you want to prepare funds flow statement, you have to prepare working capital statement and you have to find out net increase or decrease in working capital. So, if your working capital increases, that time in A, it is said that application of cash, B, sources of cash, C, application of funds, and D, sources of funds. So if your working capital increases, then it is treated as application of funds. Next question is about changes of working capital. What is the question? Statement of changes in working capital is separately prepared while preparing. Means when you have to prepare your working capital schedule or statement, whatever you want to say. Again, four options are there. First is financial reports of the company. Second is cash flow statement. C is fund flow statement. And D, none of the above. Try to understand all options. Financial reports of the company. When you want to prepare financial reports of the company, you have to prepare P&L account and balances. On the basis of balance sheet and P&L account, you can prepare your funds flow statement. So, what is your right answer? That is C, funds flow statement. So, if you want to prepare funds flow statement, first of all, you have to prepare working capital statement and you have to find out net increase or decrease in working capital. That increase or decrease you have to mention in your funds flow statement. Another question is, for preparation of funds flow statement, which data is required? Means which information is necessary to prepare fund flow statement? Again, four items are available. A is two consecutive balance sheets. B, two consecutive profit and loss account. C, profit and loss statement and two consecutive balance sheets. And D, none of the above. Let's try to understand all these options one by one. First of all, two consecutive balance sheets. Obviously, if you want to find out funds inflow or outflow, you must have 2 years balance sheet, two consecutive years balance sheet. B, two consecutive profit and loss account. No. If you have 1 year profit and loss account, it's enough. C is profit and loss statement and two consecutive balance sheet. Obviously, this is the right answer. Means you need 1 year profit and loss account and two consecutive balance sheets. If you are unable to understand the question, then obviously remember your original questions. You solve so many problems for fund flow statement. In that one, in question, generally they provide one P&L account and 2 years balance sheet data. So your right answer is C, profit and loss statement and two consecutive balance sheets. I hope your theoretical background is clear. So let's move to some practicals. First one is ABC Limited furnishes following data and request you to calculate funds from operations, or you can say impact on fund flow statement. Now keep in mind, if it is request you to calculate funds from operation, then the answer is different. But your question is ABC Limited furnishes following data and request you to calculate impact on funds flow statement. What is the information? Net profit for the year 5 lakhs. Transfer to general reserve 80,000. Means from your profit you transferred 80,000 to general reserve. That time the journal entry is P&L account debit to general reserve account. Means neither the fund comes in nor it goes out. Just it is a transfer of your profit. And an investment worth 1 lakh was sold for 40,000. Means 1 lakh rupees investment you sold for 40,000 rupees. Means 60,000 rupees, that is your loss. And that loss you have to transfer to your P&L account. So when you sell investment, your journal entry is how many rupees comes in? 40,000. So bank account debit 40,000. P&L account debit 60,000 to investment account. And if you are unable to understand orally, then what to do? Fund flow statement is nothing but plus and minus of funds. So how to calculate it? Profit 5 lakhs. You transferred to general reserve 80,000. Means again you have to add that much amount because on funds there is no impact. But as you transfer to general reserve, your profit will reduce by 80,000. So again you have to add. And you sold your investment and got 40,000 rupees. So that amount you have to add. And loss on sales of machinery, that is your loss. So 5 lakhs plus 80,000 plus 40,000 minus 60,000. So how much is your amount? 5 lakh 60,000. Now find out in A, B, C, D. D stands for 5 lakh 60,000. So your correct answer is D, 5 lakh 60,000. I hope your concepts are very clear. Next one is Astha Limited gives you the following information and request you to find out funds from issue of shares. Means how many rupees or fund you collected by issuing of shares. Let's check the data. Share capital 40 lakhs and 52 lakhs. Means your share capital increased by 12 lakhs rupees. The company acquired Hinal Limited and paid fully paid shares of 12 lakhs. Now check your data. Last year 40 lakhs. You offered share capital of 12 lakhs. So 40 lakhs plus 12 lakhs is equal to 52 lakhs. So your closing balance of your share capital is 52 lakhs. But one additional information is available. As per the deal, Astha Limited got assets of Hinal Limited. In that one, goodwill 4 lakhs, plant 3 lakh 67,200 and stock 4 lakh 32,800. You know, mergers and acquisition. That time also you find out net and then you offered shares or debentures or etc. In this case, goodwill is 4 lakhs. Plant is 3 lakh 67,200. Means out of 12 lakhs, these two assets, sum total of fixed asset offered by Astha Limited is 7 lakh 67,200. Why we can't consider stock? Because stock is a current assets. So find out the amount. How you can find out? Share capital 12 lakhs. In that case, goodwill 4 lakhs, plant 3,67,200. So how many rupees remains? 3,32,800. Means company issued that much share capital. And if you are keen and able to understand the impact of each and every transactions, then no need to make this table. Directly you can find out that goodwill and plant, these are your fixed assets and only stock is your current asset. Do some total, find out the difference. Then the difference is 4,32,800. Now check in which alternative it is available, A, B, C or D. In D, in B, D none of the above. C 4,33,800. A is only 4,32,000 and in B it is 4,32,800. So your right answer is B, 4,32,800. It was easy to understand, so you can understand very well. If you are unable to understand any of the thing, then you can give your comments, you can WhatsApp me. I will try to resolve all your problems. Let's move to another question. What is the question? XYZ Limited entered into a deal with another company and request you to determine the amount of issue for debentures for the purpose of fund flow statement. Means company entered into a deal with another company and you have to find out impact or your amount for fund flow statement. Let's check the data. Debentures 7,50,000 and 10,50,000. Obviously, opening balance 7,50,000, closing balance 10,50,000. So difference is for 3 lakhs. Another data, what data feeds us? 3,000 of the debentures of rupees 100 each were issued at par in 2021, of which 1,200 debentures were issued to a supplier for the purchase of a building. C. How many debentures you issued? 3,000. Each debenture is rupees 100. So 3,000 into 100 is equal to 3 lakhs. So this difference is also for 3 lakhs opening and closing balance. But another information is for another thing. What is the information? 1,200 debentures were issued to a supplier for the purchase of a building. So 1,200 into 100 is equal to how many debentures? 1,20,000. So you issued 3 lakhs. Among them 1,20,000 for the purchase of building. So how many rupees debentures remaining? 3 lakh minus 1,20,000 is equal to 1,80,000. Okay, see this table. Debentures total 3 lakhs. Among them 1200 for building. So how many number of debentures remain? 1800 into 100 is equal to 1,80,000. This is your answer. Now, if you want to tally the answer, you can tally in another manner. Opening balance 7,50,000 plus issued for cash 1,80,000 plus for building 1,20,000. Now do sum total of opening balance, issue for cash and for building, that is 10,50,000. Now check your closing balance, that is 10,50,000. So your answer is 1,80,000. Now check in which this amount is available, A, B, C, D, that is in B. So your right answer is B, 1,80,000. Now keep in mind, directly don't see the answer. First of all, you do your calculation and find out the right answer, and then tally your right answer with the options. Then only you can reply in a correct manner. So answer is B, rupees 1,80,000. Let's try to understand with another problem. Kumar Limited gives you the following information and requests you to determine sales proceeds of machinery. Now, let's try to understand the data. Opening balance of your machinery is 2 lakhs and closing balance is 1,70,000. So your machinery decreased by 30,000. Let's see the another point. The profit on sale of machinery of rupees 20,000 is credited to capital reserve account. Means you transfer to capital reserve. Then what is your journal entry? Your journal entry is machinery account debit to capital reserve account. And new machinery costing rupees 50,000 you bought. When you buy the machinery, your journal entry is machinery account debit to bank account. Okay, if orally you are unable to understand, then it is better to prepare the ledger. Machinery is your asset. So obviously debit balance 2 lakhs and closing balance is 1,70,000. You transferred to capital reserve 20,000 rupees and new machinery you purchased, that is 50,000. So do sum total of opening balance plus reserve plus new machinery, that tends 2,70,000 and your closing balance is 1,70,000. So obviously your sales proceed is for 1 lakh. Now check ABCD and find out in which 1 lakh rupees is given, that is in D. So your right answer is D, rupees 1 lakh. Example was easy, so you can understand nicely. Let's move towards another question. What is the question? Manu Limited gives you the data related to investment and requests you to find out the change in investment. In previous example, that was for machinery and this is for investment. So it is easy to understand. Let's analyze the data. Opening balance of investment is 2 lakhs and closing balance is 3 lakhs. So your investment increased by 1 lakh rupees. The another information is about pre-acquisition dividend. Rupees 10,000 as pre-acquisition dividend has been received on investment, but the effect is not given to the account. So first of all, you have to give the effect. So when you receive dividend, that time you can pass the journal entry, bank account debit, pre-acquisition dividend, you can say bank or pre-acquisition dividend to investment account, right? So obviously your closing balance is 3 lakhs. In that you have to add 10,000. So 3 lakh 10,000 and opening balance is 2 lakhs. So your difference is for how many rupees? 1 lakh 10,000. So the balance says that it is 1 lakh rupees purchase, but no, you have to give the effect of dividend. So your purchase is 1 lakh 10,000. Now see, in which one purchase of 1 lakh 10,000 is given? It is in B. So your right answer is D. Purchase rupees 1 lakh 10,000. So it is advisable to prepare account so that you can understand the question and easily find out the answer. Next question is, Prem Limited gives you the data related to machinery and requests you to find out the purchase of machinery. This is for your self practice because this sort of examples I already explained you and I hope you can reply correctly. Opening balance 80,000. Closing balance 1,50,000. So difference of opening and closing balance, that is 70,000, means increase your machinery by 70,000. In another information, the machine costing 40,000 on which accumulated depreciation was rupees 12,000 was sold for 18,000, means book value, costing, whatever you consider, it was 40,000 and you sold out that machinery and enjoyed 18,000 rupees. Your depreciation was 12,000, means 18,000 plus 12,000 is equal to 30,000 and the value of your machinery was 40,000. So you got 10,000 rupees loss. Then what you have to find out? Purchase of machinery. Let's prepare the ledger. Opening balance 80,000. Closing balance 1,50,000. Your depreciation is 12,000. Cash received 18,000 and loss is 10,000. So do sum total, that tends 1,90,000 and find out how many rupees is your purchase. Opening balance is 80,000 and difference of 1,90,000 and 80 is 1,10,000. So your right answer is D, rupees 1,10,000. This example was for your practice. Let's try to understand with little different types of example. Sagar Limited gives the data related to investment and request you to find out purchase of investment. Opening and closing both balances are available. Opening is 3 lakhs, closing is 4 lakhs. So difference is 1 lakh. Closing balance is more, so obviously it is purchase. And company has sold some investment with 10% profit on cost. Means the company sold out some of the investment and 10% profit on cost company enjoyed, and that profit is rupees 10,000. So you have to find out sales value. How can you find out? 10 equal to 100, then how much for 10,000? That is obviously 1 lakh. So easily you can find out. Opening balance 3 lakhs, closing balance 4 lakhs. 10,000 rupees is your profit. You have to transfer to P&L account. So what is your journal entry? Investment account debit to P&L account 10,000, and you enjoyed not only 1 lakh but 1 lakh 10,000. 1 lakh is your cost and 10,000 is your profit, means 1 lakh 10,000. So right side total 5 lakh 10,000 and debit side 3 lakhs and 10,000. So the difference is for 2 lakhs. Now check ABCD. In C it is 2 lakhs. So your right answer is C, rupees 2 lakhs. I hope you followed it. And if you followed, you can understand the next example very easily. Okay, what is the example? Mahesh Limited gives the data related to investment and requests you to find out net impact on company's fund. What you have to find out? Net impact. Okay, let's analyze the data. Investment opening balance 6 lakh. Closing balance 8 lakhs. So difference of both these balances is 2 lakhs. Next one. Company has sold some investment with 10% profit on cost. The amount of profit was 20,000. In previous sum, it was 10,000. And in this example, it is 20,000. But the calculation for the answer is little bit different. So obviously 10 is equal to 100. Then how much for 20,000? Obviously it is 2 lakhs. And you enjoy 20,000 rupees profit. So how much cash comes in? 2 lakh 20,000. But in this case, you have not to find out purchase or anything. You have to find out impact on funds. That keep in mind. How you can find out? See, investment account opening balance 6 lakh, closing balance 8 lakhs, and you got 2 lakh 20,000. So bank account debit to investment account 2 lakh 20,000. 20,000 is your profit, so you transfer to P&L account. So investment account debit to P&L account 20,000. Now find out the difference, that is 4 lakhs. Now you have to find out the impact. So see, your debit and credit bank account. 2 lakh 20,000 and 4 lakhs. So how much rupees difference is there? 1 lakh 80,000. So 1 lakh 80,000. Now what is this? Increase or decrease? You sold out, and this is purchase is more. So obviously it is decrease. Now in ABCD, A increased by 1,80,000, B decreased by 1,80,000, increased by 2 lakhs and decreased by 2 lakhs. So your right answer is decreased by 1,80,000. And C. Now I hope you are expert for fund flow statement. So if you don't want to prepare this ledger, then directly you can find out. How you can find out? 2,20,000, right? That comes in the business, and you purchase 4 lakhs rupees. So obviously difference is for 1,80,000, and you purchase more than the sales amount. So obviously it is decreased by 1,80,000. This way also orally you can find out. I hope you followed everything nicely. I need your support. And if you have not subscribed, then subscribe the channel, give your comments and favor for the bureau. Thank you very much. So nice of you.